Back at it.
Yes, sir.
JR Rico, I ain't gonna lie, got a lot of positive feedback from the Yak Gotti situation. You looking like a little Stassi, you got the little hoodie on, you got the shades on,
Yeah.
you all covered up, you don't want people to see
Yeah.
So you got,
future so bright, gotta wear
you
shades.
say you got your jit looking the same way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's crazy. But it is what it is.
Yes, sir.
But let me ask you something. I've been going through this for a while. I've been thinking about this. There's a term that's been going around for the past 6-7 months now. And now it's gone rampant.
Mm-hmm.
So, anybody in the comments, but I'm going to ask you first, but anybody in the comments, please let me know. Is it okay for a white person to call you a white?
Nah, man. Nah.
Why?
There's still, you're implying. There's still an N-word being implied. I'd rather you just say N-word.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Like, it is what it is.
So let's say you hanging out with a so-called white hood guy, and he's out there saying, "Well, the YNs out there acting."
Yeah.
You gonna feel a certain type of way, right?
It all depends on the nature of our relationships. I'm not gonna sit here and act like holier than thou. I haven't had white Hispanic friends. They weren't white Caucasians, but white Hispanic friends who said the N-word around me, and I didn't flinch.
Yeah, but Hispanics has always been able to do
Exactly.
that. Yeah, because they're not considered
Right.
the oppressor.
Exactly.
So I say that to say this. The other day you introduced me to a guy. I forgot his name. Big Belly Gang, whatever this guy name.
Yeah.
And all over his records, he just screaming the N-word all willy-nilly.
Right.
And I'm like,
oh, love.
yeah.
You look.
Let alone in the videos, he has black dudes in the video.
Right.
And I'm like, yo.
From Atlanta.
Seriously. Like,
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, you told me he might be mixed.
Yeah. Well, context to that, he is.
So
He is. Yeah. His dad is black, his mom is white. His mom gave him up when he was born, didn't want nothing to do with him. So he was raised with his dad in a black neighborhood around black people his whole life. That's all he knows.
Okay. So at least
Right.
I can have some type of
Right. Allegedly. This is
at least I can have some type of because I'm like, yo, buddy, like I don't know how y'all boys let this man get away with that, but at least you put that into perspective.
Yeah.
I can say, all right, cool.
He's like, what's the other rapper name? It's another rapper whose dad is black but mom's white, but he got the mom whiteness. What's this rapper name?
The G Herbo guy?
No.
The G
No. He got like a weird name, like he wear glasses. He look like a nerd, but he can rap. He's one of those, futuristic type of rappers. But his dad is black as you, but his mom is white, and he looks like his mom. He don't even look black, but he's black. So yeah, he probably got that kind of complex because he got red hair. You can see he mixed. You can see he ain't all white, but
All right, well,
I kind of cringed a little bit as he was talking to, and I got the full backstory on him. I'm like, okay, all right,
cool. But I can tell you this. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the world going crazy right now. Listen, I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you, but I'll tell you this. There was a guy on Facebook or IG Live arguing with his wife or his girlfriend, and he snapped. Some way, somehow, he did unalive himself.
Didn't unalive himself.
I don't think he unalived himself.
Okay.
They were arguing on IG Live about cheating, and they passing STDs along to each other, whatever the situation may be. I can look up the story. And he ended up unaliving the woman on IG Live or Facebook Live one. That's just one instance. Then, we thought hip hop was bad. There's a guy on YouTube a YouTuber, lives in Vegas, beefing with another YouTuber, and I guess the other YouTuber and his wife stays in Philly or somewhere out there. They end up going to Vegas. Don't know why they went to Vegas. I don't know if they went to go see this guy. I don't know what the situation is. The Vegas YouTuber, who's a Hispanic guy, then spots them on the Vegas Strip and then unalive both of them.
Wow.
Like,
Yes.
people are crashing out.
Crashing out.
And I can't even speak on Miami alone.
Yeah.
Back to back to back days. Crew,
Yeah.
Winwood,
Right.
Lil Haiti,
Right.
both the ones.
Yeah. Body dropping. Hey man, 50 Cent said the best, man. Summertime is hot out this. Good enough reason.
I say this, I say that to say this. This is the reason why I keep my,
Yeah, stay away from the house.
I stay in the house.
You gotta stay in the house, man. I was it's so crazy that you said that you referred to Miami situation because somebody was asking me, yo man, hey, bro, we doing turkey bowl show? I'm like, man, hell no. Like, I ain't doing turkey bowl, bro. You crazy? Man, like you gotta remember, man, what's happening involves us. One way, shape, or another. So you asking me to bring everybody to one situation and hope. I can't deal with hope because one thing about it is it may not happen in front of us, but on the ride home something happened and I get a call like, yeah, well, you know what, that turkey bowl such happened. Like, what? That's on my conscience. I'm like, bro, I don't want nothing to do with that. Y'all, you know, it's sad because what we know for sure is in the black community, very rarely there's something that's called a random act of violence.
No.
Very rare.
Somebody had to fight.
Yeah. Very rare. So with that being said, it's when you hear things happening in Winwood, and for those who are there in TV land and in the internet world, the YouTube world, don't know what Winwood is. Winwood is probably one of the most secure places in Miami. Like that. That's the place where people actually walk around freely, like frolic. They're frolicking because you ain't worried about nothing. So when you hear homicides and all this is happening in that particular area, it gives you cause to pause for real.
Yeah.
And it really tells you, hey man, stay inside.
Stay in the house.
Stay in the house.
Not only stay in, see, once I get in the house,
Right.
I slide the fridge in front of the house. Then I slide the couch. That's how I get to sleep comfortably because
When the ring camera on the door, we stay that.
we not doing
We ain't doing that, man. We not.
You know, it's a rough time out here. You know what I'm saying? You got protesters.
Yeah.
You got the economy in shambles.
Facts.
So
Then you got your boy you got your boy instituted a mass evacuation in Iran.
yeah, I heard about that.
A mass evacuation in less than 24 hours. He put that tweet out. It was a mass evacuation in Iran.
It's time to go.
That was the bat signal.
It's time to go.
It's time to get up out of here. It's about to go down over there. So it's one of those times. You really have to be cognizant of who's around you. You really have to be cognizant of your pockets. And you definitely got to get your house in order, right? And I say that because, you know, a lot of times we had this conversation on camera about, man, how expensive it is to put your people in the dirt or on the wall.
Yeah.
And you don't really realize the expenses until you actually go through it. And it can get overwhelming because the family members who thought they had money ain't got no money.
A lot of them have money.
They just don't want to spend it.
They just don't want to spend
They don't want to spend it.
They gonna put the credits on somebody else.
Yeah,
as they
yeah.
hold on to their home. It has to come to dire straight. Like,
Yeah.
look, this ain't gonna happen to me.
Yeah.
Before they go, okay. I have to squeeze out
Yeah.
$5,000, whatever the situation.
It almost makes you regret. And I'm speaking to the ones who actually are going through it. It almost makes you regret being the responsible one.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at you like, oh yeah, you got it. You're responsible because you know, no matter what, your family or friends have to save face, even when they're 10 feet under 12, whatever under they are. Because you're the responsible one, they'll put the onus on you when it's not warranted. It's crazy as as it may sound, this is facts. These are conversations I'm having with a lot of people who's going through these financial strains when they shouldn't be going through, especially with siblings and family who's supposedly got it. You understand what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
You know, I was going through the internet the other day, well, social media, and I seen Lil Wayne daughter speaking on a whole bunch of, I guess you want to call them influencers. Because you know what? That's the perfect name for them, because they almost influenced me to believe that the Carter 6 was total trash.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
because I'm a Lil Wayne fan, I said, you know, let me go listen to this record, this album myself.
Facts.
And to me, that's just me. That's any album with at least 2 hits on it ain't trash.
Hey, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they got that.
And maybe the album was a little long, but I don't think the album was the way they made it sound. They was like, oh, this album it ain't even worth listening to.
Yeah.
I was like, look, I listened to the whole album the whole weekend.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Like, and then I think it was like Sunday I decided, all right, this is enough.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to the point where I was like, I just can't listen to this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, phew.
Yeah.
You know, but we all know Lil Wayne is one of the top 5 rappers. They're not top 10.
Yeah.
Complex decides to put out in New York.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 50.
Top 50. Yeah.
And when I saw the top 50, here's what I was. There is no way in the world. And they got some pretty good names in the top 5. You got Nas, you got Big, you got Jay-Z. They got Jay-Z at number 1. Before I dive into this, let me ask you this. If Tupac is not in the California, LA list, he's not on the New York list. So then where does he reside? Just on top of every list? Like, I'm trying to figure this one out.
I gotta move this out, man. Because I'm ready to unleash on these people, dog. Like, look, man. Here's what I'm gonna say to people at Complex. I thoroughly believe that there's nobody black making this list. Not only do I thoroughly know nobody's black is making this Complex list, I thoroughly believe that whoever is making these regional lists at Complex does not have a person from that region speaking for that region. Because there's no list. You talking about when it comes to New York, where Nicki Minaj is not in the top 5. Nicki Minaj's longevity as a rapper. Let's forget female rapper. Nicki Minaj has had the longest run as a rapper in the history of rap. This is facts. Nicki Minaj has the longest run as a female rapper. There's no female rapper in the history of rap who had a longer run than Nicki Minaj. I'm talking about on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. So for you not to have Nicki Minaj in the top 5 is like, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, because they got some guy on here. I'm sorry, I might have missed this era in New York rap. Some dude named MF Doom. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said before, I segued into the Pac situation. There's no way in any list, and I don't care in what state, what city, what genre, whatever it is that you do. There's no way that a rapper that once ran the game,
right,
for at least 3 years, 4 years,
strong,
for however long he ran the game,
strong on.
Not in the top 10 in that city.
And I'm talking about every station, not just hip hop stations.
So for Ja Rule
Crazy.
to be behind, I don't even know who they got him behind Q-Tip. Like Ja Rule's number 30. Ja Rule's behind Cardi B.
One album. Cardi B been out how long?
Ja Rule's behind Pop Smoke, man.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, listen.
God rest his soul, but Ja Rule is behind Pop Smoke.
Like I told you before.
He's behind Big L. God rest his soul.
Like I told you before, the people that's making this list are not black people. There's no way. And
Ja Rule is behind Fat Joe.
Where Jadakiss at? I know Fat Joe and Jadakiss spoke about
John
this.
Smoke is at 37.
Where Jadakiss at?
Jadakiss is.
Is he even on the list?
Yeah, Jada gonna be on the list. He gotta be at least in the top 10.
No, he's not.
He not in the top
I know
10?
him and Fat Joe spoke about this. I don't think Jadakiss is on the list. If he is, he's.
Nah, he's definitely on the list. I don't get. Come on, after the verses, if you didn't want to put him on the list, they got some new name. Oh, I guess that's Mos Def. Yasin Bey, is that Mos Def?
Yeah, Yasin Bey.
Yeah,
Yasin Bey.
that's Mos Def. Jadakiss is 16.
Okay, he should be top 10. But what
Let's go through the top 10. Let's run through the top 10 right now. Top 10. Number 10, KRS.
should be
Number
higher.
9, Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Number 8, DMX.
Okay.
Number 7, Nicki Minaj. Number 6, 50 Cent. Number 5, LL Cool J.
Blasphemy.
Number 4, Rakim.
Okay.
Number 3 is Nas. Number 2 is B.I. And number 1 is Jigga.
Listen, man, the only rapper from New York that's higher than LL Cool J is Jay-Z. That is it. LL Cool J had a hit in the 80s, the 90s, 2000s, and we had a conversation about when Heads Run came out. If Head Runs came out in the 2010s, that's 4 different decades, man.
I can look it up.
That's 4 different decades this man had a hit record, dog. Nobody in New York besides Jay-Z should be higher than LL Cool J, dog. Like, this is ridiculous. Big Smalls had 1 album alive, man. Let that go, bruh.
Headsprung came out in 2004.
Okay, 04. All right, so 3 different decades this man had a hit record. At least a hit record in 3 different decades. Ain't too many people can say that, let alone rappers. Like, Complex, you tripping.
Sometimes you gotta see what their criteria is.
Okay.
You gotta see what their
But
criteria.
even with that being said, bro, this guy's been around, dog, and had hits. This guy, LL Cool J, niggas want to go work out.
Yeah.
Before 50 Cent, LL Cool J, matter of fact, LL Cool J spawned in 50 Cents. 50 Cent ended up writing for LL Cool J.
LL Cool J was the first person to diss somebody on the same diss track.
On the same record. We're on the same record together. And I'm dissing you. That's before Jay-Z ever thought about doing that. LL Cool J was doing that to niggas. Getting on their records, getting on the record with them, dissing them on the record that we're on together. You don't even know it until the record. Oh.
Yeah. I was thinking just Man, hell no, we ain't doing that. But,
Yeah.
what can you say?
Yeah, let's talk about this Tyreek Hill, Noah Lyles situation. You see a boy, and just say he don't want to race no more. Who? Noah Lyles.
You saw that 10-1?
He saw that 10-1. Noah Lyles, you a certified goop, man. You a certified goop, man. You saw that 10-1 without him really training. You saw that 10-1 and you said, I'm straight.
Yeah, you probably said, I just have a bad racist kid can win.
Mind you, they raced the 60. They weren't doing the 100. Matter of fact, I think it was supposed to be the 60 or 100. I think they was negotiating that. But listen.
For how much?
I think it was 200,000, 100,000. I don't know the number. I know it was breaking news on my ESPN to allow us back out the race.
People running like that for that kind of money, I should get back
I
on
mean, look.
You see your boy, your homeboy doing them slow motion races, running with the car.
Ashton Hall.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's slower than molasses getting smoked out there, dog.
The fact before that.
A couple times. Like Tyreek Hill said, you too muscular.
Like, what are you doing?
You're so slow. He lost a Nike deal, allegedly. Allegedly, he lost a Nike deal because he got smoked 4 times by I Show Speed. The man name is I Show Speed.
Listen up, man. I wouldn't get that nigga a pro wing deal like this for that kind of stuff. Be honest with you. That man trip.
They still sell Spaldings.
Yeah,
the Spalding shoe.
In the right country.
Yeah, look, he was in India. He faster than anybody in India. Go get a shoe deal in India, dog. He raced the whole country in India and smoked them.
Let me ask you a question. Here's what I do. Men make their biggest mistakes 2 times in their lives. One is when you're young. 18, 21, you're trying to get to the bag.
Trying to figure, you still figuring it out.
You jump into all type of illegal activities just trying to get to the bag. I get it. The second time you make a lot of bad mistakes is when you're rich and then you start to see your money dwindle. Like you start looking around and you start saying to yourself, hey, well, I can't go back.
You start checking all the books.
Yeah.
Most rappers do that.
This man, Kevin Gates, decides to get married to Brittany Renner. That thing ain't lasted Ray Lewis number.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? That man did 52 days. What made you think this relationship was going to work?
Kevin Gates is in the same space as Travis Hunter. Kevin Gates gets no grace because Kevin Gates is old as hell making Travis Hunter mistakes. And I'm explaining why. Why they're in the same space. We had this conversation about Travis Hunter. It was like when you don't listen to others. Others are giving you advice and you refuse to listen to it. There's an old saying. You can't turn a hoe into a house. This has been going on before Jesus was born. And it's facts.
It's facts.
And it goes both ways.
No matter how hard she tried, she's gonna, your urges pushes you towards what you know.
Change the way she dressed, you change the whole religion, it does not matter, man.
She put some muscle thing on.
Like what you thought was finna, she wrote a tell-all book about all the rappers. Like, buddy, when you go to an event with this woman, is a nigga standing next to you that done ran through her.
Yeah, Daphne Joy style.
And there's nothing you can do about it. See, here's the problem with these so-called I'm not insecure ass men. It's false. You are very much insecure. But see, the problem was what you thought you was going to do is say, look, oh yeah, y'all know y'all was around cool, but this is me, nah.
Nah.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works.
Because
I'm going to take you a picture.
It starts with giggles.
Yeah.
Then it turns to chuckles.
Yeah.
Then it turns to full-fledged laughter in your face.
No, I'm going to tell you what happens. I'm going to tell you what happens. So, we all hanging out.
Right.
And we chilling, we talking. And we tend to forget
that's you.
That's you. So you be like, oh, you know the one time we was in the car and, you know, we banged it out and you be like, oh.
My bad.
My bad, dog. You look crazy. Here's what he thought. This is what I gathered from what Kevin Gates was doing. I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong.
Right.
But I know bad ideas when I say it.
Because I had a bigger too.
Yeah. Listen, I come from a lot of bad ideas. Kevin Gates saw an opportunity. That's what he did. He saw an opportunity and he was like, okay, my money low. So let me marry this woman who's getting child support from PJ Washington.
Right.
That's what he thought. So then he came up with another bright idea. Let's talk about LeBron.
Yeah, let's go viral.
Let's go talk about LeBron and then
Let's go courtside.
Go sit courtside and then hopefully LeBron attack me like he attacked Stephen A. So then I can sue. I can sue LeBron, I can sue the Lakers, I can sue the city of Los Angeles.
Right, Staples Center.
I can even sue the NBA.
Right. Because
I came to your event and now I'm unsafe because this big man.
I was attacked.
Yeah. LeBron was smarter than that. See, Stephen A. got something to lose. Stephen A. got a $100 million contract. He can't sue.
Right.
Because then his job is based on his relationships with the NBA players.
Facts.
Kevin Gates ain't got no relationship.
Facts.
So he can sue all he wants. LeBron ain't even glanced that way.
He done dropped a diss song and everything. None of that works.
None of that works.
Get out of here, man.
So when he realized none of this ain't working, it's time to jump ship.
It's time to jump ship.
I'm like, come on, man.
And here's the cherry on top, for a lack of a better term. He's still stuck with her because the Muslim faith, you can't get a divorce until 90 days or some weird stuff like that. So even if y'all separate, y'all still technically married. Man, you gotta go through that.
Kevin Gates, man. I ain't lying. That's some sucker vibes right there. I can't.
Yeah, we gotta get certified sucker.
And
I rock with Kevin Gates.
Me too. I like Kevin Gates.
That's some certified sucker vibe.
I seen the play from the door.
No.
And once I heard the marriage situation, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what this is. This is bad idea time.
He pulling up to streams, holding hands with her. You know, hold on. They together. His streamers that done probably done popped up. So they look like, hold up, what you doing?
What you doing, dog?
I'm pretty sure there was probably a couple of pull on the coattail. Like, what you doing? You know what that is?
But he had a bigger plan. That's why he didn't care. I'm going for a lawsuit. That's what he was thinking, but he just needed somebody to fund that. Because to get them seats,
Right.
them ain't no cheap seats in it.
LA say
This is what. Hey, look, you go half, I go half. He tricked her into thinking, okay, if you go half, I go half. That's all coming out as we let the whole world know we're in a relationship together.
That's probably why she broke up with him. Oh shit, bro.
So your boy, these guys, and at one point I liked these guys. They doing anything to sell this album. They started off with, we're gonna put Kendrick Lamar on here and try to diss Drake. And then, we gotta drop out of label because we didn't want to take our Kendrick Lamar verse off.
Y'all gotta drop out. Go ahead. That's what I'm about to say. Go ahead.
Why? Because the album garbage?
That's why I gotta drop out of label. Y'all gotta drop out of label. That shit was hot garbage. Y'all niggas still rap about dope and y'all pushing 50.
Man, I don't know if they rap about those.
I heard the record. They just dropped a single. And they all do, oh yeah, I'm selling. Buddy, you're not selling dope.
I thought that brother was a church guy.
You're not selling dope. Like Pusha T is the only rapper I know that was never asked to evolve as a rapper. Pusha T since the 90s been rapping about the same thing and nobody has said, hey buddy, you're not doing this.
You know why? Because nobody really listens. You know, so now.
Hey, your boy trying to tell us that. And everybody called him a hater.
Yeah.
Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Jim Jones been to hey, man, nobody listen to this guy, man. Y'all call Jim Jones a hater.
You know my feelings about Jim Jones. So what they call him? Jomo. Jomo ran in that water. I don't know if that's true or not. But if Cameron says it and he says it about Jomo, to me it's true.
It's true.
I don't care.
I'll tell you next to the bank.
The water was up to here. Jomo was scared. He lost his way. He ran from the club, through the streets, through the grass, jumped over that wall, ran on the sand, and we all know you can't run on sand with shoes on. This man ran on the sand with shoes. So them boys probably been stopped chasing him. But he lost his way.
He ain't look back. That's what you call ass and elbows, boy.
The water was up to his waist.
That's what he looked at. He realized I can't swim. That nigga looked like, oh
You know how
shit, I
scared
can't swim.
you have to be.
You know how dark it is out there? Ain't no lights on the beach.
You know how scared you have to be. Oh my God.
Ain't no lights on the beach, dog. I'm gonna let you know right now. When you go to the beach at night, there's no lights on the beach. Nothing, dog.
I'm like, okay, this man was on Collins. Cameron said the boys was on Collins, man.
That's the mission.
That's what I'm trying to tell
That's
you.
the mission.
If you're on Collins,
To get to that
you
wall.
don't know how much. No, that's a lot of steps. Joe Moe.
Fitbits was out back there, so he had
I'm like, where's Joe? When I heard this, I said, no. Ain't no way Cameron lying.
Hey man, stay on par, man. Your boy. So yeah, so
They try to attack Travis Scott.
yeah.
Who
They ain't
attacked,
tried, they did.
who attacked Travis Scott?
Who attacked Travis Scott? Travis Scott's been Switzerland his whole career.
Yeah, like
He's been cool with everybody.
who? So, and my thing is, at some point, you just gotta sell albums. No, not even sell. I heard Fat Joe say this the other day, and when he said this, I said, okay, cool, do your thing, 21. You just make albums. At this point, you just making albums for your homeboys.
That's it.
Yeah, like, hey, look, man, hey, I put something out, y'all boys check it out.
That's it.
I'm not trying to sell 5 records
That's it.
because ain't nobody checking for that.
Ain't nobody checking for that. Ain't nobody checking for those instrumentals. Ain't nobody checking for y'all rapping. Don't nobody care.
Especially 12 songs. nonsense.
And you out here talking about selling dope, every song about selling dope, selling dope, selling dope. And we looking at you like, first of all, you're not selling dope. Second of all, like your whole basis of your projects is to poke a person, no Diddy, that's larger in influence than you in Hotep.
What's Travis Scott supposed to say?
First of all, Travis Scott's not a rapper.
That's what I'm trying to think. Like, what's so?
Like Academics said, man. Academics said, yo, Travis Scott, you do stadiums. These guys do bodegas. You do festivals. These guys do
Airport rally.
Do not respond to these guys. Don't tweet. Don't do nothing.
Yeah,
Let that album flop like it's going to do. It's going to flop. And then they're going to put out this foolish Kendrick Lamar, like that Kendrick Lamar Stimmy package. What that rapper homeboy said about the Kendrick Lamar Stimmy package?
It don't work, dog.
It don't work. I'm still like it working. I only got 10 new followers. the rapper called Ass Cheeks, whatever his name is. And then, I'm still working, man. Cause it ain't no real Stimmy package.
Maybe it ain't Kendrick. Maybe it's just him. Maybe he just got it.
Hey man, I see Drake made I Love McConan a household name.
Fact. But the record was a banger.
That's what a Stimmy package is. The Stimmy package is not your talent. The Stimmy package is me making you look talented.
I ain't gonna lie.
You feel me?
I Love McConan was kind of garbage on that record. But
Yes, he should have went first. Because you cut the record off after Drake. That probably... Hey, look, we need to have a discussion in the comments. That might be a top 5 Drake verse. That's one of the most memorable verses of Drake's history, dog. If you really go back, you can sing that verse word for word, dog. Squad going up.
McConan said he didn't get paid off that record. I don't know what happened to him, but
He was signed to Drake.
he was signed to Drake.
Yeah, he was signed to OVO. So, man.
From what? Like from just that record right there?
No.
He got other records?
He got the, I got the powder, I got the Molly, I got the blow, I don't sell some no more. That was the second record that flopped, because he can't rap. That's just like the other boy. 901 to retry, look alive.
Yeah.
He didn't have another record after that. He tried with the shoot, it flopped. That's what a Stimmy package does for you. You could work that one song for the rest of your life if it's a Drake feature. That's the moral of my story. So Pusha T and Malice thinking, oh yeah, we got that Kendrick, it's not gonna work.
I'm thinking, so let me ask you, so you a pastor, you in the church. What happens to bring you back into the rap game?
Ask Mace.
Ask Mace.
Ask Mace, man. Ask Mace.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't subscribe to that, but you know, who am I? I've never tried to go do pastor. I'm not a pastor Alizé.
Yeah.
I had a homeboy that was a pastor Alizé one time.
Yeah, I think when you subscribe to that, I'm not saying you can't go back to entertainment. What I am saying is the content of what you put out is very important. It ain't no, listen, we're all flawed individuals.
They always have one foot in.
Yeah, we're all flawed individuals. So I'm not here to judge nor chastise, and that wasn't even a jab at Mace. What I am saying is when you chose to go that direction, and people will always look at you sideways for the rest of your life when you come back to what they call it, Sodom and Gomorrah. When you come back over here.
I had a homeboy that was a pastor Alizé. He decided he was going to be in the church. We come in and we said, okay, cool, do your thing, 21. So then one summer, we decided, hey, no, let's go to Black Beach Weekend. If you don't know what Black Beach Weekend is,
look it up.
It's like Freak Big.
Yeah.
Just bigger than
Daytona.
Freak Big. Yeah. This guy decides he's finna get in the car. We like, yo, where you going? Oh, I'm going to Black Beach Weekend too. We like, oh, ain't you?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're about to go do
foolishness.
debauchery.
Yeah, foolishness.
He's like, no, I want to go too. We're like, no, you can't go to Black Beach Weekend because
you can't partake.
you can't partake. You're not finna be over here hating.
Right.
He's like, no, I'm finna go out there and pass out some pamphlets. Like pamphlets, yeah. Christ love you. He had 3 pamphlets.
he must was gonna go to a Xerox machine.
that man got on Black Beach Weekend and lost his
Booty shaking for the Lord. We booty shaking for the Lord. We booty shaking for the Lord.
The whole weekend I'm looking at this dude.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, I keep trying to tell you, you ain't no different from me, man.
Yeah, man, you're not.
We the same people, man.
You're not.
Stop trying to be different.
Yeah.
Me and you are the same person.
Yeah. We thought you had a new hustle. Yeah, boy, I'm about to get into the church, boy. Yeah, boy, make a lot of bread, tax free. You know what I'm saying? Duty free, buddy. Nah, man, you can't play this kind of game.
Because he tried to get in the church for the wrong reason.
Facts.
He tried to get in the church because he had a life-altering experience. So he had like a little scare.
Right.
But, you know, that scare only lasts maybe a week or 2.
Right.
Man, get back to doing what you do.
And I'm not mad at you for getting into the church. What I am saying is don't try to be out here starting your own church and then expect us to, like, forget that. Like, nah, dog, like, you had a whole church, you had a whole flock following you for whatever message you was preaching.
Yeah, and then now you back.
You back with us doing foolishness. I'm just like, hold on, dog. Like, so all that was a host. You will always be looked at sideways for that. No matter how pure your heart was, your intent was, you will always be looked at sideways. And if you can live with yourself doing that, by all means. But come on, man. What we talking about here, bro?
Yeah, man. Hey, that whole Clips, Malice,
Yeah.
and what's the other one name? Pusha T.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely get chin check for that.
Yeah.
A double chin check.
Yeah, double chin check. Right.
Trying to bring Travis Scott into y'all foolishness.
Yeah, man.
It didn't work with Drake, with the
Right.
Kendrick Lamar stunt.
Right.
Nobody's checking for this album. Nobody's checking.
Nobody.
I ain't heard nobody say, well, you heard that new Pusha T? Maybe in Virginia somewhere, somebody
Yeah.
screaming that.
Listen, man, you said it best. Don't nobody want to hear you old niggas rap.
Facts.
Don't nobody want to hear you old niggas rap, man. Rap for your homeboys. Rap for your cult-like followers. And don't go on no media tour. Don't do no listening party. Don't do no out release. Just put the project out. Your cult-like following.
We'll go find it.
We'll go find it. You'll sell about 20, maybe 30,000 copies. And that's that. You know, go perform your little bodegas in your airport back.
They not selling no 30.
What I'm saying is, because they still have a cult, you know what they're selling by their monthly listeners. Whatever their monthly listeners is, that's what they selling. So what I'm saying is, this idea of you're starting to, the foundation of your project is controversy with people that are on, is just, it's a farce. People see through that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even think people really care about rap beefs anymore.
They don't. I think that was the last one. That Kendrick Lamar Drake was the last one, and because people were clamoring for that.
Yeah, and it was something that was brewing for a while.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was brewing for a while. I mean, you're talking about 2 at the top in the game. Like, people are not checking for somebody way at the bottom, trying to create a beef with somebody way at the top.
Nah.
And, you know,
It's that.
at this point, in this point in society where we at with social media, you got beef, call Aiden Ross, call one of these guys, go box it out.
Yeah.
The beef gotta be physical now.
Yeah.
It ain't no more we're just gonna rap on wax and
Yeah, nah.
We want people to
Waiting on you to respond. We ain't doing that. I think you could tell that's your point is very true, because even with the with the boy from New York, what's his name? That's on Raising Canaan.
Joey Badass.
Joey Badass literally put a belt ass to everybody in on the West Coast.
Ain't nobody listening to that.
You dig what I'm saying?
Everybody.
So
I had somebody text me about that. Oh yeah, what Joey Badass.
But no
like,
one's
stop.
checking for that.
I don't want to hear that.
Like no one's checking for that because don't nobody care.
Yeah.
Don't nobody care about that. And he did very well rapping. But ain't nobody checking for that. People want to move. People ain't trying to sit here and digest bars, man. People want to move, dog. Like you got your core following of people who want to digest bars. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is people ain't got time to be trying to figure out, is he? Oh, he's talking. Ain't got time for that. That shouldn't sell for real.
Well, you already know. Before we check on that, Florida is putting a beat down on this Edmonton team. for their second hockey championship.
Facts.
Hopefully,
5-0.
yeah.
Yeah.
A FUBU jersey.
FUBU jersey.
FUBU jersey.
Boy got a FUBU jersey, boy. Boy.
You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Shout out to the Panthers, man.
One day while we living,
right.
the Dolphins
Oh man.
could get 2 championships.
Yeah.
No, just one.
Just one. Just get there.
Just get there.
Get there.
Just get there.
Get there. As a fan, I want to experience that. Like, you know.
Wherever they playing, I'm going.
Yeah. We there like the film, man.
You know what I'm saying? If it's for a Super Bowl, wherever they
Did more you win at this point. You win, nigga, I'm going. That's an
Okay.
experience of a lifetime. Like, it's certain things as a fan of sports, especially if you are a real fan. You know what I'm saying? And you know, fan is an abbreviation of fanatic. So if you're a fan of a team and your team makes it to the mountaintop, you want to go there and support it, especially if you can financially do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that is priceless. Real talk. And, you know, now with social media and the iPhone, I'm not even an iPhone, just a camera phone where you can literally catch that moment in real time. It's just a different experience altogether, man. Like when we went to UF in the swamp and UN won that game, the feeling of euphoria I had, I can't even explain it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that was real euphoria in there, and we was amongst wolves in there, man. Like it was only a puddle of UN fans there, and to win that game in real time is an experience that I really can't even explain. You just have to experience it with your team. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine being a Kansas City Chief fan.
Nah, trust me. I made that transition a long time ago, but. I digress. Y'all already know what this is. How versus everybody. I got the homie J.R. Rico in the biddy. We got young Kyrie in the building. Y'all know what we always do.
Keep the lie alive.
Keep the lie alive. We out.